Hello everyone, I'm Jeremy Geckner with the Front Row Movie Reviews, and this is your weekly box office report with stats from our friends over at boxofficemojo.com. Now I first want to send a big thank you to everyone who congratulated me on the birth of my son, Gibson Nicholas Jude Geckner. You can see him right here. What a cute little bastard he is. No, it was an amazing experience. He is a perfectly healthy child, and Sarah and I could not have asked for more, so thank you for all your well wishes. So now, let's break down one of the worst weeks at the box office in quite a long time. Coming in at number 1 this week was The Hitman's Bodyguard, which brought in another $10.05 million in its second week of release to give it a $39 million gross in the US so far. Now that is one of the lowest totals in the history of the box office for a top film of the week. Coming in at number 2 this week is the horror sequel Annabelle Creation. This brought in another $7.5 million, bringing its US total up to $77 million and its worldwide total up to $215 million. Now this Conjuring sequel has already garnered over $200 million worldwide, which is an immensely impressive number for a horror film. I think this firmly implants that The Conjuring is a horror franchise that is not going away anytime soon. Coming in at number 3 this week is the animated film Leap. Now this thing had pretty much no marketing outside of Nickelodeon at all, and it really showed at the box office as it only made $5 million. Now for an animated film, the box office is usually pretty easy to get into those double digits with the family market. However, this one couldn't even crack that, so that tells you that the word really didn't get out with this film. Coming in at number 4 this week is Wind River. Now this drama from the writer-director of Hell or High Water brought in another $4.4 million in its 4th week of release to bring its US total up to $9.8 million, and it now has expanded to over 2,000 theaters here in its 4th week of release. So while that might not be a big number, this film probably has its aspirations on some Oscar gold down the line, so let's see if word of mouth keeps getting out about this critically acclaimed film. And rounding out the top 5 this week is Logan Lucky. Steven Soderbergh's return to the film industry brought in another $4.5 million, which brings its US total up to $15 million after 2 weeks of release. Now that's got to be considered a disappointment considering the pedigree of the director and the cast, and the critical reception of this film has also been really good. So kind of a head scratcher as to why it's not making more money, especially in a pretty abundantly clear slow market here at the end of August. I'm Jeremy Geckner. Hey, head on over to the frontrowmoviereviews.com where you can find all of our videos, our box office reports, our podcasts, of course, and everything else that we're doing. This week we're releasing our classics episode on The Searchers, what many consider to be the best Western of all time. And then of course we're rounding out the week with our usual episodes of Are You Afraid of the Podcast, our Are You Afraid of the Dark recap, and Zonesodes, our Twilight Zone watch-along show. I'm Jeremy Geckner for the Front Row Movie Reviews, and as always, we will see you in the front row.